Now, the good, the bad, and the gossip with John, Jay, and Rich.
All right, let's do some GBG. Kyle, what do you got today?
Mila Kunis is pregnant, and she sat down with Jimmy Kimmel the other night, and Jimmy Kimmel's wife is also pregnant. So he was like, yeah, me and my wife, we're pregnant, we're expecting. And Mila kind of stopped down, and she's like, hold on a second, you and your wife are pregnant? And Kimmel was like, yeah, we're pregnant. She's like, no. And so she kind of went off.
Stop saying we're pregnant. You're not pregnant. Do you have to squeeze a watermelon-sized person out of your lady hole? No. When you wake up and throw up, is it because you're nurturing a human life? No. It's because you had too many shots of tequila. Do you know how many shots of tequila we had? None. Because we can't have shots of tequila. We can't have anything. Because we've got your little love goblin growing inside of us. You're not pregnant.
That was her little message to all expectant fathers
Point
out
taken.
there.
You know
in
what's
honor
weird?
of Father's Day.
If you think about Demi Moore, like, it's so weird. She was married to Ashton Kutcher for such a long time. They went on Oprah. They talked about how much they love each other. And they didn't have any kids. And now here she is with a new, younger, hotter chick having a
And
baby.
he's
Having
still
a
a young
baby.
guy. Like, he's
Right.
been through the whole thing already, and he's still starting a new life just fine.
But he's very excited to be a dad. So we congratulate them and wish them well. So I don't know if you guys heard at all about this little catfight kind of going down in Hollywood between TLC and Rihanna. Now, I guess what had happened was TLC allegedly dissed Rihanna during an Australian morning show that they were on. They were complaining about, entertainers using sex to sell their music. And while they were on the show, it was right around the same time that Rihanna wore that sparkly see-through gown and her nippies were out for the world to see, right?
Wait a minute. Didn't TLC, didn't one of them used to wear a condom for an eye patch?
Well, that's
Well,
not
what's
sexy. That's a
interesting
message.
I'm not saying
Exactly.
sexy. They're using sex to sell.
Well, they were talking about being naked, okay?
All right.
Anywho, so we're got back to Rihanna, and Rihanna didn't really say much, but what she did was she posted a picture of TLC back in the day, topless. And that's it. That's all she said, right? So TLC, who is on tour, said that they didn't even see the Rihanna outfit, and they wanted to clear up this thing, saying they were never even really mentioning Rihanna specifically.
You heard me say something like, every time we see you're naked, and they put her picture up. Come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even,
I've
how
seen
can I
it.
talk about something I didn't even see or care about? This whole conversation had nothing to do with her anyway.
Yeah.
It was never about her at all, none whatsoever.
She said that, when they were trying to explain to young artists out there, saying you don't have to get naked. If a label or someone tells you you need to take your clothes off to get popular, you don't have to. That's all we were saying.
I've taken their advice, TLC's advice, from way back in the day. I stopped chasing waterfalls a long time ago.
Don't go chasing
T-Boz
those
still has
waterfalls.
some pretty killer abs. Have you seen her? Still looks good.
They both look amazing. So, I don't know if Rihanna will respond or if she'll just keep moving on and forward with her successful life. But that, I guess, will put an end to that feud in Hollywood. Now, there was a guy who broke into Sandra Bullock's home on Sunday. It turns out he was a stalker. Not only did he break into her home, but he was in possession of a machine gun. So as Sandra Bullock locked herself in a room, called the cops show up, they arrest this guy. He said he didn't want to hurt Sandra Bullock. All he wanted was a face-to-face meeting with her. And he didn't plan on hurting her, although he, for some reason, needed a machine gun while he was doing that.
I'm not going to hurt you, but this is just a machine gun just in case.
Okay, all right, dude. Obviously a little crazy. He's been charged with felony burglary as well as possession of a machine gun and stalking. And Sandra Bullock did get an emergency restraining order against this guy who, is very cuckoo. Yeah, I don't know who thinks that that's okay. On our website right now, johnjaneridge.com, if you go there, type in the keyword GBG, you can see what has been released that they're calling the Kanye's New Testament. It's a 34-minute video of Kanye's rants. And, of course, you can see the interesting, what people are saying, romantic gift Taylor Swift gave to Ed Sheeran. johnjaneridge.com, keyword GBG.